Chris is going to play the wind here a little bit. It's off the left-hand side. That should be a good shot. Should be real close to the pin on that one. Reed's going to opt for a sidearm here, which is a common righty choice on this hole. I'm going to try and get past those trees. Get as close as you can to the basket. Wind definitely might be a factor today. He's going to have to get going. He does. Right on the basket. Excellent shots. So in match play, you have the ability to let the other player not have to putt. You can just concede. Looks like Chris is going to go ahead and make him putt. Reed there, sponsored by Mini Pro. Chris going right at it. Stayed straight just to the right of the basket. Looks like you'll have about a 20-foot putt. You're going hyzer over the tennis courts. It's a really common shot here. Kicking over.
Sorry.
It's right there. High spit for Chris Brubeck. Just hit those top couple of chains. Not very forgiving up that high. Chance for Reed right here to go up one. And he does. Reed goes up one. Reed up for the hyzer over the parking lot. Come up a little bit short. Looks like he's around the backside of that pine tree, so he'll still have a look at a putt. Just not as close as he'd like. Chris has pulled his shot a little bit. Looks like he's going into the rough. Be a difficult shot from there. Oh, Chris making a big bid. Getting a really nasty roll away on that one. That was a really good bid. You're missing an opportunity there. You'd have to think he really wanted to get that one and put the pressure on Chris early. Chris was checking it with us to see if he was square. As the rules go, you cannot be any closer to the basket. You have to be parallel to the basket when you're making your putt. So he was checking to make sure he was parallel with us. He is. Put this one out wide. Looks like it's coming back in. Crashed into the tree, dropped him right next to the pin. So tree definitely slowed him down on that one. And good shot. Brubeck's got it turned into the wind. There is a little bit of wind out here. It's going to force him over by the tennis courts. I'm going to give him a difficult upshot on this one. Reed's parked for the tap in. And he has it. Wind off the right. Reed's trying to use that. Get himself across. Give himself a look at the basket. Chris Brubeck's often to go thumber on this hole. Thumber's an overhand shot that flips in the air and then drops. And Chris is very, very close to the basket with that shot. That's an excellent throw. Very hard to master that throw. Big putt, splashed out right side from about 25. 20-footer for Chris Brubeck, and he hits that putt to take the hole. So now Reed up by 2. Chris has got his on a straightaway line. Looks like it's going to break early for him. He's going to have to navigate a shot around the trunk of that tree. Really about 100 out. Reed going back, making another disc selection. Like I said, the wind's tricky today. You know, you definitely want to get your shot close if you can. All these holes are reachable out here. He's got his flat. It's a little low. We'll see if he gets a skip off the ground here. He does not. So it's stuck in the grass. Both players are short of this hole. Navigate that tree. Doesn't waste any time, just puts his shot up close. Reed also opted to lay up on this hole. Smart play. Neither player had a great drive on this hole, so both playing smart, not taking any chances. Don't need to take a risk at this point. Lots of golf left to play. Hole 7, not a long hole, a little short hole, run right at the end of these trees here. Looks like Chris threw a nice easy hyzer with a mid. Didn't have to push it to get it there. Probably got about a 30-foot putt. Reed opting for the righty hyzer route. Got it pretty flat. Running right on the pin. Oh. Hit the basket.
Oh!
Did it stay?
No, I kicked out.
Oh, it kicked out. Oh, we would have had an ace for you there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing shot. Just off the right-hand side. Kept it flat long enough. Came right in on the pin. Did not stay. And he gets it. Excellent putt. Excellent putt. Chris Brubeck on an uphill putt. Tricky. Wind has died down, but definitely a clutch putt from distance. Reed here, 10 foot. Has his putt. Nice bird. Chris Brubeck opting for the little bit of a hyzer here, keep him away from the OB. He'll have a downhill putt at the basket. Reed opting for the hyzer shot. He's going to need that to get down. It did carry across, so he'll be taking it from where it was last inbounds on this side. And he'll be putting from there with a one-stroke. Lots of soccer kids in the background. That was an excellent putt by Chris Brubeck. Downhill towards the creek with kids playing soccer and running around in the background. Chris trying to get something to bend in there. He's going to need this to drop so he doesn't run by the pin. A little bit to the right. Tough hole for a lefty, especially with a tailwind. The anhyzer doesn't want to stay turned over. Chris looking at probably a 30-foot putt from the right. Reed trying to pick a disc. It's, like I said, difficult wind out here right now. Tailwind at probably 8-9 miles an hour. Opts for a hyzer driver. Looking for a skip here, and it does. Puts him right up by the basket. Probably looking at less than 10 feet. Oh, just an inch short for Chris Brubeck there. Reed McConnell cans his putt from about 12 feet away. Go ahead and picks up for Chris there. That was a nice gesture. Probably a good 10, 12 mile an hour. Let's put it wide. Pull him over. Looks like he's a little long, probably about 30 out. Chris opting for the high hyzer, trying to get the wind to pull his left shot over there. Left a little wide, but looks like he's about pin deep. Reed hits his putt just inside of 30 feet. Impressive putt, needed to have it. Good time for that. Pressure's now on Brubeck. Brubeck also hits his putt. Excellent putts by both players. Guys playing really strong today. Got that one really wide. The wind's going to help him out a little bit. Looks like he's still going to have about a 30, 35 foot putt. Rain is just starting. Not a factor yet. Just sprinkling. Chris throws a lefty shot up here. Nice and flat. Cutting right towards the basket. A little long. Looks like he's in the grass clippings. Just long of the basket. And he does. Huge jump putt from Reed. Excellent putt. Nice job. Chris is low and Reed will win the hole. Opting for the hyzer again. See if he gets any skip on this wet grass. He does. Runs right up to the basket. Looking at about a 2-foot putt. Pressure firmly on Chris Brubeck at this point. Throws a thumber again. Looks like the shot just went long underneath that pine tree.
Chris tried to flick out.
He did. A little flick out from Chris Brubeck. Just caught the edge of that tree. Reed's gonna go ahead and putt out. Reed takes the hole. Reed slipped a little bit like on the tee pad there. He's pulled his shot high and left. Probably about 60, 70 away. Chance for Brubeck to get back in this. Also slips, almost falls. Puts his shot opposite the tree. Reed's low on his jump putt attempt. Yes, Chris Brubeck makes that putt. Thought he was going to jump out. It stayed in there for him. Brubeck is up. Gonna go with his thumber again. This time it didn't quite pan out. It stayed flat for a long period of time. Can't tell exactly where he's at with that. Reed checking his footing. Wants to make sure he doesn't slip on this one. A little bit of a slip on the last hole. He's going to stay opt with the hyzer. Looks like that one's a little low. He's going to have to punch through the trees to get a look. Little flick from Reed. He's going to need this to slow down. Just missed it to the right. So we went ahead and conceded the hole to Chris. You have the option to do that in match play. You can go ahead and let the player not have to putt out. A little bit of wind off the left-hand side. Looks like Chris slipped again. He's pulled it far right. See if this will get down before the yard. I think it's off the fence of one of the neighboring houses here. So definitely something to take into consideration with the poor footing here, trying to throw something hard or trying to throw something that you can flip. Reed punches through, keeps it low. It is in play, and it's down in the grass. Tough up shot. He has an aspen in his way here. Also has to navigate the weeping willow tree. Anheuser. And he's left it about 30 short. Did decide to lie up on the left-hand side of that tree, rather than go for the hyzer shot. Brubeck, great putt into the wind with the rain. Great concentration by both of these players. There's no doubt why both of these players are to this round. Wind and rain. Make it a little more difficult. He'd come out of his hand a little early, clipped a tree early. He's down with 2 trees to navigate into probably a 12 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour headwind. Just trying to get some grip on the tee pads. Going into a stiff wind here. That's going to have enough comeback. Looks like it does. Looks like it'll be just along of this hole. Got a putt. Definitely in a spot here. He's going to try and go hyzer on this tree. He's going to need the disc to come in. He may have left it a little short on this one. Tricky tailwind putt, dropping the disc as it goes to the basket. Nice job, so. All right, we're here with our winner, Reed McConnell. Played an excellent match. Came out here today, threw some great shots. Both of you guys had some unbelievable putts from distance. You just made more than he did. So what do you think your keys to the game out here today were?
Right out of the gate, you have to be good off the tee. I mean, hole 1 favored a nice hyzer line in there, and I knew I had to at least push that hole, and that I did that, and then I just made sure I got off the tee really well just to set up some nice shots, because I actually played at a comfortable level. I really didn't get nervous. I mean, I almost was really playing myself. My goal out here is if I could 2 everything, I think you can walk away with a W. So
sure, that
was my goal, is to 2 everything, and then definitely it's match play. You got to play your opponent and play his shot as well after you shot yours. But
sure,
that was my goal.
Anything surprised you by Chris Brubeck's play?
No, he's just good off the tee, and unfortunately, one mishap on both of our parts with OB. It could have swung anyway, and so. Good player, solid player, and I appreciate playing with him.
Yeah, we all enjoyed watching you guys play today. Those of you who watched this live, and then those of you who are going to watch this video on YouTube, thank you so much. Reed McConnell.
Thanks, Bruce.
See you in the next round.
Yeah, thank you.